Welcome to another episode of Cougar House Garage, guys. Tonight, it's nighttime at Cougar House because it was 100 degrees today. It was just way too hot to work, so we're working at night. JT and I got the front Super Duty brake calipers installed. We got the front sway bar on, as you guys can see. Looking really good. Right now he's dropping the TRD Pro transfer case out of it so we can get ready to measure and mock up the NP205. Northwest Fabrication isn't going to have our Eco Box here until September, so that's really stressful. It's not their fault though, it's one of the first NP205 adapted Eco Boxes for a Toyota. So it's brand new prototype parts. So we're going to get the TRD Pro transfer case off because we'll take the planetary, I'm not using the right word, but we'll take the internals out of the TRD Pro transfer case and put those in the Eco Box. And it's 5 inches deep. So we'll space the NP205 5 inches away from the transmission mounting surface, and then we'll get an idea of where the cross member needs to be so we can get the cross member built ahead of time. So we can get that made and a few other of the fabricated pieces. We got to do the rear, get the rear sway bar on. And the last fabricated stuff done so that way we're ready for powder coating, so that when we do our test drive we can immediately blow it apart and get everything powder coated and then reassemble. Alright guys, this is a big deal. Our custom Radflow 10-inch piggyback shocks just came in. Let's get them opened up. Super exciting. Cutting all this really cool Radflow tape. Alright, here we go. Oh wait, staples. Crippled Scotty, just a second. There we go. Flaps all open so I can present it. Oh man. Got them packed real good so they wouldn't get damaged. Come on. Get this off here. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Look at that, guys. Custom 10-inch 2.5 7/8 shaft Radflow shocks from Project Carnage. This is something they don't even manufacture. They don't even make this. I've asked them to make these for me, similar to King or Fox like they do, and they said no problem, we got you. So they built this all out for me. Super cool. The attached resi, awesome. Couldn't thank Radflow enough, guys. You need any custom Radflow shocks or an order done, just let me know. I got you. I've been a vendor of theirs for a real long time. Come on. Let's see if I can zoom in here. There we go. Look at that. That's cool. Alright guys, so let's get them installed on the 4Runner. Today we're headed up to Metalhead Customs to get a bunch of parts for Carnage from Spencer. We're going to pick up the rear quarter panel fender flares, the rear door fender flare, the rocker molding, and the front fender flares, and drop him off the A-pillar panels so they can get polished up and wet sanded, looking really, really glassy smooth. And then we're going to pick all those other parts up from him, and we're going to bring those back to the shop and install them on Project Carnage. So, enjoy the episode, cue the music. Alright guys, just got to Spencer's. the man, the myth, the legend right there. Look at this beauty of fenders. Woo! They'll look real good. You know, this is the first step here. 4Runner's gonna get a nice cut and buff, don't worry. It's gonna look like glass by the time Spencer's done with it. Look at that. You ever see a TRD Pro style SR5 rocker painted? Nope, I haven't either. Transport the delicate cargo home. Parts transporter. Now that we're back at the shop, guys, you can see the red part on the rocker panel. Spencer gave me some paint to go ahead and paint that up. He mixed it up, got it all ready for me. And it's gonna be underneath the rocker panel, so I'm gonna just brush it on. Super redneck, but that's gonna be underneath the panel, so it's gonna be better not to have that red underneath the rocker panel versus being painted. So that way, it ever comes off before, it doesn't look like it was half done. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and red Scotch-Brite that and paint that up. Let's do it. Cue the music. morning, guys. Back on Carnage this morning. Derek's here, and we're getting the front sway bar fully burned in position where it belongs. He's got to actually move it back a little bit, and then he's going to fully weld that on. And then we're going to move on to the rear and get the rear link made. It's going to go down here, the spacer. And it's going to go on the shock mount with the shock with the spacer. It'll be pretty cool, nice and integrated. Sway bar. Yeah, that'll look pretty cool. But alright, let's do it. We're going to go ahead and get the front sway bar fully in position and weld it in.
Riders, right where they know. Liars, right what they wanna show. Singers, sing what they told. But I know you got something else to say. Like secret language, speaking in tongues. Snake like tongue tied, you on the run. Tribal dancing, I don't know what you are, you are, you are, you are. Summer floating over my heart. We're both dancing over the dark side. I don't know who you are, you are, you are, you are. You got letters sprinkled all over your body. If I join up the dots, it makes me feel naughty. I feel like I shouldn't touch. You got a no touching sign. I feel like I shouldn't run. You're blocking the exit with your life. Addicted to light, center, always in the limelight. Show ya a real good time. Oh, I know you got something else for me. Like secret language, speaking in tongues. Snake like tongue tied, you on the run. Tribal dancing, I don't know what you are, you are, you are, you are. Summer floating over my heart. We're both dancing over the dark side. I don't know who you are, you are, you are, you are.
As you can see, the rocker panel had time to cure. It's all dry. Looks really good. Not red no more. Touch it. Now that that's all dry, I can go ahead and I can put the rocker panel on, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that first. I think I'm going to do the fender flares first. Rocker, the quarter panel, the door, front fender. Probably this front fender is what I'll do first. But I'm going to go ahead and get those panels on, and then I'll move on to installing the rocker panel. Super stressful touching brand new, freshly painted parts, but we got to get them on and get the 4RUNNER done. So let's do this. Cue the music.
Letters sprinkled all over your body. If I join up the dots, it makes me feel naughty. I feel like I shouldn't touch. You got a no touching sign. I feel like I shouldn't run. You're blocking the exit with your life.
Ran out of clips. I got the rear door fender flare pieces done that are for the TRD Pro or SR5 regular 4RUNNERs that aren't limited. And I just got enough clips. I got enough blue and orange clips for them. Oops, don't know why. That's my parts got to give me enough, but accident. So I got to get enough clips for the back fender flare. And then there's a little mount that goes here. And then I gotta get enough for the front fender, and then also order the inner fender plastic pieces. I have no idea where mine are. Can't find them. But all right, so now that we did that, I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rocker panels. Alright guys, I'm going to end the episode here. That was a pretty productive couple days. You know, we went down to Metalhead Customs up in Tacoma and met Spencer and got the rest of the parts for Carnage to get installed on it, or the rest of the painted parts, that is. You know, the fender flares, the rocker panels, a bunch of interior parts, some grill parts, whole bunch of blue parts, rear hatch parts. We came back to the shop, we got the rocker moldings installed, we got the lower inner rocker molding, or the actual rocker painted blue, which is, you know, just clearless paint. Still the blue color the 4RUNNER is, but that'll be, you know, better than having red when you take off the rocker panel in the future, or somebody does in the future. So we got that all finished, installed the rockers, painted TRD Pro SR5 style rocker moldings. Nobody's ever painted them before that I've seen. As far as I know, I'm the first guy to do it, and it's the first truck to have it on is Project Carnage, so that's pretty cool, I think. And then I got the the driver's side fender flare installed. It had all the clips on it, but this one was missing all the clips, and I got to get the clips for the rear quarter panel fender flares. And the pieces that go on the door, I need to get rivets from Toyota that hold the rubber molding onto that fender flare. So I'm going to go get those and clips from Toyota tomorrow. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to move on to working on the fuel tanks. I might put the factory fuel tank in. We're going to see if we can mold it with heat guns in its factory position. We have to put a dent in it where the cradles are on the inside of the frame. But I want to do that so I can have 20 gallons of the original capacity versus my aftermarket fuel cell I made, which is less capacity. You know, I want to kind of make a better version of it that has more capacity and fits a little different, and kind of make the 2.0 version of it and use it as that's the a prototyping tank. But yeah, we got all this stuff installed, guys. You know, we're looking good for continuing working on Project Carnage here and getting ready for SEMA. You know, rear brakes are on the way. Brake lines are on the way. We got everything ordered for the hard line stainless steel 316 3/8 hard lines that we're running for the whole air system. We got the CBI off-road front bumper coming. We got the rear Radflow shocks coming. We got the painted door handles with switchbacks in them coming from Midwest LED. And yeah, we got all kinds of stuff coming, guys, and we're just continuing on motoring on here and getting Project Carnage buttoned up and ready for SEMA show this November. So we'll catch you guys in the next episode. If you guys like what we do, you like Cougar House Garage, check us out at cougarhousefab.com. The website's being built right now, but in the meantime, if you want to get a hold of me for a straight axle kit for your Duramax or 4-link kit for your Ford or your Dodge or traction bars, just direct message me on Instagram. That's where I do most of my business out of until the website's fully up and running. And if you guys want to check us out at Cougar House Garage at Facebook, and then also, like I said, follow us along on Instagram, guys, on the daily story that I'm very active on, and to follow us along the long road to SEMA here. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.